so many times that I have said, you know what, I'm throwing in the towel. I'm quitting this. This is too much for me. I'm way over my head. I constantly had people telling me, you're not going to make it. You need a lot of capital. You need a lot more experience. You need a lot of good connects. I didn't let that stop me.
This podcast is sponsored by Action Coaching. If you're a home service business owner, ask yourself this: are you constantly chasing new leads or just keeping the business growing? Ben Jordan built a $100 million plumbing and HVAC company. Inside the Action Group, he teaches contractors how to create recurring revenue, strengthen leadership, improve sales, and build systems that reduce the owner's day-to-day involvement. Members get weekly coaching, practical templates, proven scripts, and strategies designed specifically for home service businesses. If you want to get out of the truck, build something that runs without you and creates real wealth, check out the Action Group on School and book your free consulting call.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Builders Bible Podcast. I'm joined by Damian Aguilera. Can you pronounce that for me, Damian?
Aguilera.
Excuse me for that.
You're fine.
Damian is the owner and founder of Eagle Home Improvement and Repairs. Damian, thank you for joining the show.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. Well, hey, tell us all about your business. So when did the company start? What's kind of some of your background and where are y'all at now?
So I started this in 23. It was very, very small. I mean, I had a client here and there, maybe once a month on the weekends.
Wow.
I worked for a construction company full time. It was just kind of to make extra money. And honestly, at the moment, I didn't expect it to. I didn't see myself going full time like I am now on it. Just because I am right now, I am currently pretty much full time.
Okay.
At the moment, I wasn't full time. I was very comfortable where I was working. I enjoyed what I was doing. I was learning all of the remodel. I was learning the new construction.
Yeah.
I was doing also property services. To tell you that when I started, I didn't know how to read a measuring tape. I was cleaning the job sites.
Let's
So I appreciate that. So I did kind of work my way up, the ladder fairly quickly, I think, than most people. And so in July, the end of July, I decided that it was time to just go fully out and give myself a chance.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's probably been the best experience because I've gone through good moments and I've gone through bad moments.
Yeah.
But I've noticed that if you're mentally not in the mindset to get through those bad moments and to deal with the things that you are dealing with, honestly, there's a possible chance you're not going to make it. There is so many times that I have said, you know what, I'm throwing in the towel. I'm quitting this. This is too much for me. I'm way over my head. I constantly had people telling me, you're not going to make it. You need a lot of capital. You need a lot more experience. You need a lot of good connects. I didn't let that stop me. I started building relationships with clients. I started going to networking events, meeting a lot of great people. I started throwing myself out there on social media, which is something I don't really like doing.
Yeah.
At least I didn't at the time.
It is awkward.
It's very awkward. Very awkward. I think now I am kind of in the moment where I'm kind of in the moment right now where I am more comfortable with doing stuff like that. I've gotten a lot of jobs doing that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I think that's where I've pretty much, another thing that's pushed me a lot is that by doing that, I've had to hold myself accountable to make sure that things are done the right way. And I am sticking to my word.
Absolutely.
Because I am putting myself out there on social media through my personal page.
Yeah.
People are seeing the face of,
It's your reputation now too. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So honestly, I've enjoyed every second of it, even what most people would say the bad moments, because those are the moments that you can, depending on what mindset you're in, you can take it two ways.
Yeah.
You can beat yourself up about it and say, man, this sucks. I've lost money. I've lost a client, possibly. You start to throw in that negativity in your mind and you start to knock your own self down. So on top of some people telling you that you're not capable of doing something,
Yeah.
you're throwing yourself on top of that too.
Mhm.
So you're proving that.
Mhm.
So the mindset that I like to take is, you know what? I possibly lost some money on the job, but I've built to show that I have the accountability and that I want to do this the right way
Yeah.
and build the trust from the client or the customer.
Yeah.
Um,
Incredible now.
so yeah, so honestly, we are small. I am a small business right now. I mean, it's not even been a year yet,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I've stayed consistently busy. I have not slowed down. We specialize in multiple areas.
Okay.
We do demolition. Like right now, a project that I'm currently at is demolition, is flooring.
Okay.
It is drywall,
Okay.
taping mud. It is, we're also going to do painting, interior carpentry, some structural work. We're closing in, what was previously a screen and porch, and we are turning it into a bathroom for the master
Oh,
bed.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's definitely a big project, but as you can tell, I don't stick to just one trade.
Right.
So I think that's what keeps me busy as well.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Maybe talk about what are some current sticking points or problems y'all are trying to solve now within your business? And then what do you feel like are some things that are going well?
I think the biggest thing that I'm realizing is not just with my business that gives me a little bit of peace of mind that goes on with a lot of businesses is finding good help, finding good people.
Skilled labor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Right now,
sorry, just real quick, what does your team look like right now? What are all the different positions y'all kind of have in place?
so I have two people right now doing painting.
Mm-hmm.
I have two people doing carpentry, and I have the same two people that do carpentry, they do demo.
Okay.
I also have the flooring, what would I call the flooring and the per se, the electrical, the HVAC, the plumbing,
Mm-hmm.
also the roofing, I sub out.
Mm.
But part of me subbing out, it includes me also staying attentive to the job.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
even though
Your
I
name is
have
still on
somebody
it at
there,
that point. Yeah.
correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I always go and check. If I have to climb up to the roof, I will get up on the roof. If I have to go under a crawl space, I will do what I have to do. And the areas that I don't sub out, if I have, somebody short a day, I fill in. So what happens is you always have a guy that either decides that they want to go elsewhere. And so I have to know what I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
to be able to fill that position to continue to, you
Yep.
know, to go with the process that way the schedule doesn't get placed behind.
Absolutely.
And so those are kind of the areas where I'm hitting right now. I'm trying not to expand too much too fast
Yeah,
because I
exactly. Grow too
have
quick.
heard that you can get yourself into trouble doing that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
What are y'all doing from like an admin, bookkeeping side? Are you kind of wearing multiple hats, or have you hired someone for that already?
right now I am. There is one person that I'm looking towards possibly hiring on as far as accounting, and he is also handling my taxes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I've heard really good things from him, but all that falls into the financial part of the business that I can't just let anybody really come into.
Exactly.
Given that I am a small just starting business, I have to be very, very careful with who I allow access to,
Yep.
especially the administration part of my business.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that I'm still kind of working out. I'm still trying to figure out, as well as being able to afford to pay somebody, to handle those areas. But it's something that I'm having to start to consider because I am getting so busy to the point that I'm jumping everywhere.
Yeah.
And in order to maintain the business how it is now and I know it will continue to grow. I have to be able to mentally be able to put myself in every situation, but I have someone else taking care of that, if that
Yep,
makes sense.
exactly.
This episode is brought to you by Corberry Digital. If you own an HVAC, plumbing, electrical, roofing, or home service business and you're tired of wondering where your next lead is coming from, you need to check out Corberry Digital. Corberry specializes exclusively in helping home service companies dominate their local markets through SEO, Google Ads, local service ads, websites, content marketing, and lead generation systems that actually produce a measurable ROI. Their team doesn't just focus on clicks and impressions. They help contractors lower customer acquisition costs, increase qualified leads, and build a marketing engine that scales. What I like about Corberry is they understand the blue collar space. They aren't trying to be everything to everyone. Their entire focus is helping trades businesses win in their backyard and generate more profitable jobs. If you're looking to grow your business, improve your online visibility, and build a marketing system that works, visit Corberry.com and schedule a strategy session with their team. That's Corberry.com. Tell them you heard about them on the podcast. What's up, everybody? This podcast is sponsored by Grimes Financial Advisors. You've spent time and energy building a successful business, but here's the question. Do you have a real retirement plan or just a pile of investments? Our friends at Grimes Financial Advisors specialize in helping business owners and families create a clear roadmap for retirement through their proprietary retirement blueprint. Instead of focusing only on investments, they look at the entire picture: income planning, taxes, long-term care, legacy planning, and making sure your money is actually working for the life you want to live. I've gotten to know Dustin personally. One of the things that I respect most about him is he believes every financial decision should fit into a bigger plan. You shouldn't just chase returns. So whether you're 5 years from retirement or simply want a second opinion on your financial strategy, I highly recommend reaching out to Dustin and his team. Visit Grimes Financial Advisors to schedule your consultation and start building your own retirement blueprint.
Damon, what do you think are, for you personally, in your role, what are some things that you love about your job and things that you enjoy doing, and what are some parts of it that maybe aren't so fun or you hate?
I'll say the parts that aren't so fun first.
Okay.
I think for me, those are, it goes back to hiring someone who you can tell is not going to stay long term, having that serious conversation with them of understanding that there has to be some type of respect,
Right.
not only for myself, but for the job.
Yeah.
Whether it's a builder I'm doing work for, a homeowner, a realtor, maybe another contractor, because sometimes other contractors will hire me because they can't get to a job. So, um, one of my probably biggest pet peeves is having someone on site being very disrespectful, if that makes sense. And so if you're gonna wear my company shirt and I'm also representing someone or something else, that doesn't sit well with me. So having those conversations, I don't like to do, but I will have them because it's not just my business on the line and my name; it's someone else's. Because
Absolutely.
there's always a connection somewhere. But I think one of the parts that I love the most is being able to teach and train people, not only how to do the job if they're new and they just really want to learn, and they tell me, hey, I want to work, I want to learn, I might not know what I'm doing, but I really want to learn, so I love teaching people. I love being able to show them the right way on how to do things. And I think the biggest thing that I enjoy doing is meeting new people, meeting clients, and building those relationships, because
Love that. Yeah.
word of mouth is very, very big. And I love hearing people say, Eagles Home Improvement, they came and did this to my home. They did a great job. Definitely refer them, or receiving a phone call from maybe another potential client and saying, hey, you were referred by such and such. They said they were very impressed with your work. You did a great job. I love that because that means that at this point, I'm not going to look for the work. It's
Right.
coming to me.
Exactly.
And
Yep.
it's showing me that I am doing what I'm doing the right way.
Absolutely. And that's something that you can scale as well once you kind of start to know what your numbers are year over year. Dude, that's awesome. What maybe talk last question here just about some of y'all's plans for 2026. Do you guys have any growth plans kind of put into place? What are some of your goals for this next year?
So for this next year, one of my biggest goals is to have a shop where I can start bringing in material,
Mm-hmm.
be able to, as far as painting, pre-prime what I need, maybe be able to for clients where I can get ahead of schedule. One of the biggest things in construction is if you're backed up because of material. You can't start a job or start on schedule because
Mm-hmm.
maybe material was delayed.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's not the contractor that forgot to order it, or didn't order it on time.
It just isn't
Sometimes
coming in.
it just doesn't come in on time. So, uh, sometimes it's planning ahead, having a safe space to plan ahead. You know, and honestly, I would love to start getting into commercial.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be huge.
That's a huge one. And I'm actually just started my first small, but started my first commercial job today.
Really? Let's
Um,
go, dude.
yeah,
Okay.
it's
Congrats.
small, but honestly, I don't complain about the small jobs.
Yeah.
If you do the right thing and you do it the right way and everything goes the way it needs to go, that's just a foot into the
Yeah.
bigger picture of things.
Yeah.
So I honestly, I'm very excited for this. There's already talk about more work in the commercial, and me personally, I am actually working towards getting my GC license
Okay.
for
Let's go.
residential and commercial. So that's something that's a big goal of mine that I would like to have this year for the business and on
Dude, that's
TikTok.
awesome. Well, Damon, this has been fun, man.
This episode is brought to you by 10X Nerds. If you're a business owner doing real revenue, there's a good chance you're overpaying in areas you haven't even looked at. Things like credit card processing, insurance, telecom, and more. 10X Nerds comes in, audits your expenses across 30 plus categories, and finds immediate savings. And here's the kicker. They only get paid if they save you money. It's a complete no-brainer. If you want to keep more of what you make, go check them out at 10xnerds.com. This episode is brought to you by my friend Silas Lagoy over at ForgeMark Wealth. If you're a high-income business owner or professional and feel like you're getting crushed by taxes, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck. ForgeMark Wealth specializes in advanced legal tax strategies and wealth planning designed to help you keep more of what you make, grow it efficiently, and actually build long-term freedom, not just income. If you're making serious money but don't have a real strategy behind it yet, I highly recommend connecting with Silas and his team.